All right, welcome to the MCA Association's first ever podcast. I'm Tony Patino, and I'm here with Richard Dirk and Tommy T.
Richard Dirk over here on his computer.
What's going on? It's Tommy T over here.
Jumping right off into it, we need to talk about our website, themancardAssociation.com. Place where you can go and view submissions, submit submissions, and a whole lot of other neat stuff like the infraction
Lots
list.
of information on there about your man card, general information about us, the association, and my favorite, the infraction list, which I'm currently in charge of. So it's really probably the best part.
Of course.
Of course, and then you can check out our profiles by clicking on that committee tab. So take a look at that.
Get to know us a little bit better.
What'd you say over there, Tommy T?
They'd get to know us a little bit better. Oh.
Yeah, well, yours is kind of vague, anyways. They ain't gonna get to know you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not very articulate. This guy over here,
worry.
not very articulate
about who I am, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not as a big factor on the whole website thing. I don't know how it works.
It's a site on the web. It's real neat because you can go there, but you can go there like from anywhere. You can be in your kitchen or at work, and you can still go there at the same time. It's kind of like magic.
Yeah,
Richard, you're gonna have to show me how I'm supposed to go to this website one day. I really don't know how it works.
you put in the Man Card Association, all one word, .com.
But where do I put that in at?
On your web browser. On your web browser, this guy over here.
Yeah.
This web browser is all you use, guy.
Okay.
You go to the Google. And you tell the Google.
Yeah, you tell the Google, it should pop up right into Google.
Association.com, all one word.
I know about the Google. I like the Google. It's easy.
You got to use the Google to learn how to tie your shoes and stuff over there, Tommy T. Come on, guy.
I mean, the Google's very helpful for a lot of things. Taught me how to put the popcorn in without burning it.
You got 2 minutes.
Microwave over there.
Yeah, you 2 minutes on that
You
microwave
guys
on high.
don't just have a popcorn button on your microwave?
That was an extra $30. I ain't gonna pay that much money for.
You know what? I'm gonna call an infraction right there for being cheap on the popcorn button. Yeah, I got a popcorn button on my machine over there.
Everybody, it's
it's standard. It's not even an option anymore. It just comes in.
Like 1962 or what?
Hold on, let me check. Make sure I don't have that popcorn button.
Hey, get back over to your computer. We're recording over here.
I can't hear you when you walk away from the computer.
We're recording over here. This guy.
Oh, yeah. I gotta stay in front of this magic box that records my voice or something. I don't know.
Well, we did that test run, and it's not like you came through very clear anyway. So.
Yeah, no, I gotta put a little more oomph in my voice, I guess.
A little bass would help. Yes, it would. All right, let's get right into the first submission. Being how that's what we're doing over here. The very first one we got was called the Screamer.
The Screamer. I like that already. Pretty
much the guy. His old lady got into it because she said that the waitress was putting extra moves in on a honey. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but the guy, he didn't stand his ground according to the submission over here. So I'm gonna have to call an infraction.
It's definitely an infraction.
You don't let your woman talk crazy to you.
You gotta call infraction on this one. The only time it's all right to go ahead and take your chewing in public in a restaurant in front of your male friends is if you introduce your wife to the waitress as my wife, and then you get the waitress's phone number in front of her also at the same time.
I would call that an exoneration. On an infraction.
Yeah, if he'd have went back for the number, then we could not infract him at this time.
I agree with that 100%. So that's an official ruling according to what we got in the email. Infraction. Did y'all see this other one over here? It's titled "Man versus Halloween." Let's talk about that one. Is it an infraction?
I did see that one. Mr. Richard showed me that one because, again, I don't know how to work the computer thing.
I go over to his house every Tuesday and show him stuff on the internet because, he still don't know how to get on it.
You use dial-up over there, guy.
No. He's got good connection.
Right,
probably better than my connection, which kind of is upsetting because I know he never uses it for anything at all.
I agree. It's hard to get that guy to do anything. On this infraction, though, it says, is it an infraction to dress up as a woman on Halloween? I say dressing up as a woman at all.
Yes, never. You can never dress up as a woman. Ever.
Richard?
I feel like if you are impersonating a female to avoid being detained by law enforcement,
then you're a criminal. I mean,
I feel like
the rule.
Or maybe maybe if you dressed up as a nun to
get out of what? Out of a ticket.
Get on with it.
I'm saying, like you're walking down the
Tommy
street.
T, I swear, Tommy
these
T.
cops gonna be busting your balls, and you're like, if I was a nun, they probably wouldn't be busting my balls. I'm gonna throw on the nun outfit that I carry with me at all times, and walk on by them, and they're not gonna bust my balls.
That brings us to a new topic of carrying a nun outfit. Would that be an infraction?
Oh, that's a clear infraction, absolutely, no doubt about it.
So there's no way around it. Back to the main point. Dressing up as a woman is an infraction.
All right. So official ruling infraction on that one. I like it. Tommy, talk to me about this other one that we got on here.
I'm just saying Bugs Bunny dressed up as a woman.
He did.
But he was pretty manly most of the time.
And then
in the Space Jam movie, he had the hot bunny girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah, I remember all that. Tommy, talk to me about this other one. No need for portable AC. What's this one about? Tommy, I'm talking to you, guy.
We got a submission. I'm trying to talk back to you.
All right, let's go then. All right.
If you'd wait a second.
I'm sorry over here. Just go on with it.
Okay. We got a submission.
His computer's probably lagging on him, so he doesn't hear, that we're ready for him to talk.
What's lagging? I don't know what lagging means.
Of course you don't know what lagging means. Just get on with the talk.
Yeah, get on with the topic over here. We're trying to get going.
Apparently, him and a group of buddies went camping a while back, and his buddy complained that he didn't like to sweat. So could they bring a fan or a portable AC or something? And if you're a man, sweating just comes with the territory of being a man.
I mean,
so it's a definite infraction.
It's absolutely an infraction. Also, I kind of like to point out, if you have a portable air conditioner and a fan, what you're doing is living in a primitive home, not camping.
It's an infraction over here. I don't know one man, a manly man, who's afraid of a little bit of man water. All right?
Exactly.
That's just the way it works over here. So I'm going to call that an infraction. Tommy, you infraction?
Exactly. Infraction.
Richard?
Absolutely an infraction.
It's an infraction, folks. When you go camping, you don't need an AC to go with you. You don't need an air conditioner. Oh, and then the best one is set. Best one, no steak. No man cod. That's what I see on the title over here. It says, my friend doesn't eat meat. I couldn't find if this is on the infraction list. Is this an infraction? If so, can it be added to your list? Richard?
Vegetarianisms.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what we're talking about, vegetarianisms?
I can only assume it's kind of vague. I don't know. What do you think? You control the list, so you tell me.
I'm going to go with kind of vague, so it's going to be a vague infraction.
A vague infraction. I like it. So,
yeah.
What you're saying is that if you're a vegetarian.
Specific information. If he doesn't have some sort of note from a doctor saying that if he eats meat, his penis will explode, I'm going to have to call it an infraction. But I feel like we kind of need some follow-up information on this current infraction. If someone could come back and expand on it or something, that would be great.
Yeah, does he just don't? Does he not eat meat because he can't get his teeth to go through it, or I mean, is the guy? I
Yeah,
mean, what's going on
because
with the
he
guy over here?
97 years old, and the minute that he eats meat, he just starts farting everywhere, and he doesn't want to, offend his family. Or, is he, 7 years old, and he hasn't grown no teeth yet because he doesn't get enough protein? I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It's a vague topic. I mean, it's vague. So that covers all the submissions we got at this current time. Do any of y'all have any other infractions that y'all know about that's happened like within the last hour or so besides Tommy T and his hat he's wearing right now?
Tommy T's hat needs some improvement, but I think we should try to just gloss over it. You know how he gets to rambling when you make fun of his clothing?
Yeah, he does. All right. Well, then we need to hit on the topic about Twitter. We're hitting on the Twitter topic. So we launched Twitter.
We now have a Twitter. We can do some tweeting, and we can listen to other people's tweeties.
And we've been calling out celebrities. So if there's anyone listening that knows a celebrity and wants us to call them out on the manliness or the lack thereof, we'll do it.
I'm gonna throw out something that y'all may try to infract me on. I'm not 100% up to date on all of our tweets, but I feel like Justin Bieber probably needs to be hearing from us real soon. Even though he's Canadian, that ain't no excuse.
Oh, the man card knows no bounds. The association's not confined by anything. It's worldwide. Matter of fact, on the Twitter, it says location, and it says the world. So
that is true. We are located in that world.
But what we need to let people know though is how to follow us, and that's at ManCard ASSOC. That's short for association for all you non-smart people.
Thank you. I would have never have gotten that one.
Yeah, Tommy, I was aiming that one at you. I was hoping you picked that up. Hey, he's got a little snap to him, this guy.
Just for Tommy T.
One more time?
Let me write it down this time.
Yeah, let him
write
it down. Let Tommy
First of all, does he even know what an at sign is?
It's the little AT. An A and a T. That's at, isn't it?
This guy over here. Tommy, it's the A with the circle around it. That's the at symbol. How you going to put AT in Twitter? It's not even going to understand what you're going on over there.
I'm just pretending.
The A with the circle on it. That's at.
Okay, the at. I got the at.
ManCard.
ManCard.
ASSOC.
Okay, and tell me one more time. What does that stand for, Tony?
Association.
Association. Okay, well, I'm caught up with you guys now.
Yeah, don't even. We know better than that. Anyways, you'll know it's us because you'll see our logo there in the little profile picture. It's just the same logo you're staring at your screen while you've been listening to this podcast.
Pretty sweet logo, by the way.
Yeah,
it's homemade.
Yeah, it is.
2 out of the 3 computer users over here.
Correct. Yep. We also. Hey, we're on the Facebook too, fellas.
Yes, I know about the Facebook. I know a little bit about the Facebook, and we are on the Facebook.
Do you know how to get to our page on the Facebook?
Why don't you tell them, Tony?
Well, I was asking you, so hopefully you would talk so I could have a little time to look into that, because I kind of forgot about it.
Hey, let's change the subject real quick, and then we can change it back to the Facebook after we look at it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's change the subject real quick. Go.
New subject, podcast preparedness at all times. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel like we need to do a little more, put a little more effort into these podcasts. But I feel like for the first one, it's going fairly smoothly.
I would like to point out
got the computer on.
If there was anything that could be considered a weak link in the podcast, it's probably Tommy T.
I don't disagree with you, mostly because I'm still confused on how this magic box works in front of me.
Yeah, I think maybe number one hurdle you could try to get over is maybe not calling your computer, which is run by electricity, a magic box.
Oh, it's a computer.
Yeah, it's not magic, guy. You actually plug that thing into the wall there, and it gets its power from it. So, and then all the electronical things on the inside.
Computer, shouldn't be charging you electricity money from the power company.
Electricity money. Are you talking about those little pieces of paper say I owe so much money I get in the mail? I hadn't paid those things once.
All right, so I found out how to get us.
I'm talking about the ones that you had forwarded to my address because you never keep up with your bills either.
Oh, well, you found out about that.
How do you get
I've been sending them to your grandma. She pays them.
Hey, over here. Hey, hold on over here. You're putting way too much business out over there.
Hey, Facebook. We got a Facebook now. We could talk about that in the podcast.
So on the Facebook.com, and then you put in / and we should have known. I don't know why we didn't at the time, but it's quite simply Mankind Association, just one word, and you go straight to our website over there, our Facebook site over there. So
total, how many ways do they have to get in contact with us? We got the Facebook,
the
website, and we got the Twitter.
And the Twitter. So there's 3 that I know of. I was thinking about putting out Tommy T's cell phone number just because, but I'm not going to do it this time because the look he just gave me.
We could probably put that out in a podcast that he probably won't show up for in the near future.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you don't make very many of them. Considering this is the first one.
1 for 1, that's 100% right there. So
hey, look at this guy over here doing some math over here.
Saying that I don't make most of them is completely wrong because I made every one up to this point.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes next week. No big deal.
Next week? Whoa.
We're not a one and done.
Notice.
6 months.
The next podcast.
What are you, a brain surgeon over there? You don't need 6 months notice. Guy.
I'm just saying, I got a lot of things going on.
What do you got going on?
Bend that hat. That's going to take a long time. that hat bill over there.
Yeah.
He's got some shaping to do. It's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that it's got a B on it for Boston and everything, but I mean,
that is where my love for the hat.
Your name's not Donald McDonald or Donaldson, so we don't wear our hats flat. You're welcome.
It's got a slight bend to it. Okay, it's got a slight bend to the hat.
You couldn't even shed water with that bend. If it were raining, still literally, it would pull up, quite literally.
If it was raining, I'd be using an umbrella. I wouldn't be.
First of all, you don't rain. What do you rain?
I'd be using an umbrella.
Yeah, you got the look of an umbrella guy. I may have to add that to the infraction list.
Oh, so now I'm not a man because I use an umbrella to keep the water.
We're not saying you're not a man, guy. We're just saying that it's going on the list, so you're gonna have to ditch the umbrella.
Okay.
You can't walk in.
Get rid of the umbrella.
Yeah. Well, I think we covered everything. Tommy, you got anything else you want to add?
No.
I'm sorry, we ran out of time, guy. We got to go. We ain't got time, so I'm going to end this podcast. I'm going to sign off. This is Tony Patino.
This is Richard Deck, also signing off.
And this is Tommy T. Thanks for listening.